Good evening. Let me say it one more time. Good evening. What's up? How you doing? Good. All right then. Good to see y'all again. It's good to be here. It's been 1 or 2 days, hasn't it? Y'all ready to come back?
Yeah, we're ready.
Huh?
Yeah, we're ready. Been ready.
You been ready?
Yeah. They better not council members.
Fred, you ready?
Yes, sir.
Fred, where you been?
Texas.
All right. All right. Good to see y'all again, and we've been out for at least probably about a month. A couple of things have happened. I was out on vacation for a couple of weeks, and I think we had some bad weather a week or so, and had Vacation Bible School came in, and so it's good to be back together with all of you all. Let me thank all of you all for coming in today. Thank you, and thank you. Let me first, before I go any further, let me thank Jennifer Stepter again for that youth choir this past Sunday. Jennifer, they did a great job. It don't take a lot of folks who open their mouth and sing. And again, I'm going to tell, I think to the parents and grandparents, again, please give your kids to Jennifer again. We're going to be singing again the next third Sunday in July. The third Sunday in July is Youth Day. And again, we'd like to have your kids in the choir. So I'm asking all parents to bring your kids, let them be raised up in church, among other young men and young women. So again, please, again, if you're here tonight and you're interested in your kids singing in the choir, please see Jennifer tonight, and she can give you all about the rehearsal and all about the rehearsal time. But again, Jennifer, thank you so much. They look good and they sound good. I mean, the first time we've had a youth choir since the pandemic, and so that's a long time. That's been 3 years, and so it's good just to be able to have all the kids to come back in. So again, thank you so very much. Just a few other notes. This coming Saturday at 10 o'clock, we'll have our program for our Honors Day program. Our Honors Day program this Saturday at 10 o'clock for our youth department, kids who've been done good in school. And I said this Sunday, not all kids are bad kids. We got some good kids. And there's some kids that's trying hard. They minding their teacher. They minding their parents. They doing what they need to do. So I'm asking you all to please come out. And even if you don't have any kids, come out and support the committee, the education committee, again this coming Saturday at 10 o'clock. We want to see all of you out here, even if you don't have kids. We got a great speaker. Who's going to be speaking for us? Lillian going to be speaking for us. She's a great speaker, and but she'll be our speaker this coming Saturday at 10 o'clock. So please come out. They got a nice program planned for you this coming Saturday at 10 o'clock. Again, if you don't have kids, please just come out and support the program anyway. Is Jack Clark here tonight? I seen Jack once, and he upstairs. Jack, is it Jack? You going to have your sign-up sheets out tonight? Jack talked about a Sunday. We're going to have we got a trip planned for Montgomery, Alabama, to the Civil Rights Museum and other areas. The legacy, called the Legacy. Jerry says called the Legacy Museum. It's real educational. Jack Clark, Deacon Clark got some sheets out on the table. If you are interested, please sign up, because we are going to be getting a bus to go. And we'll need to know how many buses to get. And so his G4, the G4 girls are going and his young men are going. But if some adults want to go, you'll be able to ride the bus also. We'll talk more about it. There'll be a cost. We don't know yet. But do put your name on the list. I'm sure there'll be some people who are just going to drive their cars. But for those who may be interested in riding the bus, please sign up. See Deacon Jack, and Deacon Jack can give you all the details about it. It's scheduled, what Jack is scheduled for when? July 15th. July 15th. That's next month. July the 15th, it'll be an all-day trip. We go that day. We won't be spending the night, so don't worry about none of that. You coming back home.
Yeah, let's swap it. Where you plug in here.
You won't be spending no night. No, we none of that. Go back home, back to the church.
See?
Details on that. It's all glad to see you. Jeff Neal a few minutes ago. We're going to talk about the bowling shoes. So I get together with you all that day. Again, our bowling ministry, they had a good time out there, but I need to get with you and Jeff and all the members of the bowling team as we talk about our shoes and what we're going to do with about our bowling shoes, you know. If anyone lost a ring, someone gave me a ring Sunday that someone lost in church. If you lost a ring, you can tell me what it looked like. Huh? What kind? A nugget ring. Oh, well, see me after church and tell me what color. You gotta tell me what color it is. Gold. What kind of gold? Huh? No, you ain't no 10 karat. No. Read that, you hear that? No, let me go ahead and tell you right now. This was not a gold 10 karat ring. So Larry, you out of luck on that. Now they just had me, somebody dropped this inside a church Sunday because one of the deacons gave it to me. But it's not a 10 karat though, I can tell you that. It ain't even close to that. This ain't no nugget ring. So if you lost a ring, I have it, was in the church locked up. Come and claim your ring, just tell me what color it is, what it look like, and you can get it. But you gotta tell me what it look like. Yeah. And it's not a 10 karat, nugget, gold, no. The program committee is already planning. We're going to have a nice celebration. This year marks our 100th church anniversary in October. And we think about October being a long way away, but it's not. It's only just about four or 5 months away. It's that long. And so they're already planning on some activities and things for our church anniversary, our 100th year, which is a milestone, and we're going to be celebrating it. We'll be talking more and more about it. There'll be definitely a souvenir book coming out for people to be able to take ads and stuff in it, but we'll be talking more and more about it in the next few weeks. But again, we'll be celebrating, and we'll probably have 2 or 3 days that we'll be doing leading up to that Sunday on our 100th year anniversary of our church. Jeff, you just got in, wasn't you? I just mentioned to Artie we're going to get together so we can talk about the bowling shoes for all you folks, and we're going to work out something with them on bowling. Our chess ministry, again, your interest, Benny Harris is here with our chess ministry. Yeah, you can see Benny. We'll be announcing about the church picnic coming up. We do have a date, and I don't have it written down. Church picnic coming up in September. Back at Camp Tuscoba. We'll be getting you the dates real soon, so people who want to try to get off working can do so. Torrey Price, Jesse McShann, Kennedy Taylor, Al Ford. Need to see Sister Rhoda Walker. Again, that's Torrey Price, Jesse McShann, Kennedy Taylor, Al Ford. Please see Sister Rhoda Walker after Bible study. In those, if any of you all here, see Sister Rhoda Walker. Our kids here tonight. We got an instructor for the kids. Belita here. Y'all ready for the kids? All right, all the kids can go with Miss Belita. Kids class. McLean over there. Jennifer, you ready? Who you got tonight? Tish, where she at? You know you better come up here.
Go with your brother, Trent.
Pass.
They called me from the nursing home. Come over there where your mama at. And so we
Hey,
worked out so
hey
much.
everybody. These songs that I'm gonna sing are personal for me, and I hope that they bless you guys too. I've had some good days. I had some hills to climb. I've had some weary days. And some sleepless nights. But when I look around, and I think things over, all of my good days outweigh my bad days. I won't complain. Sometimes the clouds hang low. I can hardly see the road. I ask the question, Lord, why so much pain? You see, He knows what's best for me. Although my weary eyes they can't see, so I'll say thank you, Lord. I won't complain. See, He knows. He knows what's best for me. Although my weary they can't see, so I'll just say thank you, Lord. I'll just say thank you, Lord. I'll just say thank you, Lord. I won't complain.
Amen. I won't complain. I won't complain. I won't complain. She said that song was a personal testimony to her. And that's how it ought to be. That's a personal testimony. Everybody got a personal story. I often say, you see the glory, but you don't know the whole story. That's why on Sunday morning, you can't get mad at folks because they crying and they shouting and they praising God. You don't know what folks done went through. You don't know what folks going through. A lot of people leave here, they don't go home to a nice, warm, comfortable home. It don't happen. You don't know what environment people are going into. You don't know where they come out of. You don't know what people are going through. They go to jobs and their jobs and caught hell all day long on these jobs. And they go home and catch the same thing. So a lot of us, and your relationship with the Lord ought to be personal. It ought to be personal. And I got a little sign, I got so many reasons to be happy. We got so many reasons to thank God for. So many things. Reading that, we got so many reasons. Jimmy, we can complain about a lot of things. But boy, you got a lot you can thank the Lord for. Count your blessings. One by one. Jerry, I guarantee you your good days. Rose, how about that? I told Rose and Al the other day how the Lord was blessing them. But sometimes you just have to have patience. Sometimes you have to be able to go through the storm. And you got to go through the rain. Scofield, but if you just hold on. Just hold on. Just a little while longer. And they say, won't he do it? Let me get to these slides. Won't he do it? Huh? Will he do it, Stephanie? Conrad was back there a while ago. He can't even talk though. He can't. He been in some pain or something. He said his voice affected. He can't talk. But he said when he can talk, he got a testimony. Tonight we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna pick up and talk about something that's dear to all of us. We're gonna start our series this month. And again, thank all of you for showing up again. We've been out a whole month. Look how many folks here. Look at all these folks. All these folks come back. Beulah has always been like this. A good foundation of people. Always had dedicated people. We're going to have some folk going to come out here whether it's rain, shine, sleet, or snow. Some folks going to show up at church. Not dedicated to me, but dedicated to the Lord. That's who you have to be dedicated to the Lord. But the Lord rewards your faithfulness. Y'all could be a lot of other places this afternoon. A lot of those who are watching us tonight, we got a lot of people watching us online. You all could be somewhere else. My son is watching us right now from Florida. Trey, people could be any place they want to be. Miss Lott is watching us. Reverend Mott and Jackie, they're watching us tonight. We got a lot of folks watching us from everywhere. You all could be different places. But your faithfulness. And the Lord rewards. I tell people all the time, I'm the pastor of this church, and I know that because of my faithfulness to Pastor Long. I drove him all over the country. You was his assistant, Michelle, you know it. I told him his briefcase all over the country. I was a deacon. He never drove to a funeral. Never. He never drove anywhere if I was with him. I had a $52 million budget. I had 1,200 employees. I was the director of Bryce Hospital, but I carried his bag. I carried his bag. And I wasn't thinking about being no preacher. But the Lord, he rewards your faithfulness. Your faithfulness. And I sincerely believe that. Dedication. Tim, it's good to have you with me. Don't worry about Jennifer. It's just good to have you with me. Tim, know I love some Tim. Jennifer know how I feel about Tim. Tim was getting ready to board a plane going to Germany one year, and he called me. He said, Pastor Gay, you've been talking to me, and I've been talking back, and I think I'm ready. He getting ready to go to a plane going to Germany. Sure was. But Jeff, you know I love me some Tim. Okay, what you say. Most people are dedicated to something. Most people are dedicated to somebody. We're all dedicated to somebody. Are you dedicated to something? Let me back it up. You dedicated, most people are dedicated to something. All of us are dedicated to something. You're going to be dedicated to something or somebody. All of us. Somebody. Fred, you dedicated to somebody?
To the Lord and to my family.
You know what to say, don't you? Everybody else is going to be dedicated to the Lord. Ball, everybody else is going to say they're going to be dedicated to the Lord. What? Huh? They know what to say. I ain't gonna see me answer that question no more. Yeah, everybody gonna be dedicated to the Lord tonight.
Lord and family.
Lord, everybody dedicated to somebody, or they dedicated to something. Everybody dedicated to something. Marcus, what one thing you dedicated to? What thing?
Well, thank you.
Don't look at your wife now. She ain't no thing.
Well, she's my sweet thing.
All of us. You gonna be dedicated to somebody? Man gonna worship something. Man by nature gonna worship something. Man by nature gonna be dedicated to somebody or something. Everybody, believe it or not, is not dedicated to the Lord. Some people are dedicated to their jobs, their house, their money, cars. Habits. If you got a gambling habit, you go in there, you dedicated to it. All folks are drinking. Dedicated to something. Sometimes what we dedicated is good, and sometimes we dedicated to something that's bad. But everybody ain't dedicated to the Lord. It's required when we're talking about a relationship, dedication is required. In any kind of relationship you have, if it's a real relationship, if you husband and wife, there got to be some dedication. If you dating someone, significant other, that's got to be some dedication. Any type of relationship. Some people are dedicated to their animal, their dogs. Oh yeah, folk crazy about these dogs. Cats. Huh? Some of these dogs get good treatment around here. The pet food stores, when the economy is bad, they never suffer. People gonna take care of them dogs. Y'all let them sleep in your house. They ride in your cars. Now they eat out of platinum bowls. They need their own bowls. They get all kind of fancy food they eat now. Hamburger and steak and gravy. I've been had dogs all my life. But my dog ain't never walked up to me and told me he wants some hamburger flavored nothing. Huh? What happened to just throwing a bone out in the yard and tell us to go and bury it? Huh? They don't, huh? Hard time.
They don't want to eat no bone. You can buy bones
Some characteristics of dedication. Number one, there need to be a commitment. There need to be some kind of commitment when we talk about dedication. And we're going to lead up to something in a minute. You got to be committed. James, you committed to your wife. Rhoda was sharing with me a few minutes ago as we walk across the parking lot. Her and James been married for 58 years. How about that, Reginald? They've been married for 58 years. When they got married, I was on, let me see, 1, 2. 58 years, Ruben, that's a long time. Huh? Yeah, that's commitment. To be 58 years, that's commitment. That's dedication. That's a long time. I don't care what nobody say. People don't get married like that and stay that long no more. 58 years. That's a long time. Rhoda, you could probably tell some stories. It probably ain't all been easy for 58 years, but commitment, but dedication, having the Lord in your life. So it's a long time. 58 years. There's got to be some loyalty. If they've been married 58 years, there's got to be some loyalty. They ain't gone nowhere. James still come home every night to that same house. That's a long time. A long time. Loyalty, commitment, dedication to one another. 58 years. That's nobody in this room been married 58 years. Only one person wrote us in the church. Floyd and Shirley, they got 60. The only other people. Tim, how many years you got? 38. Tim got 38. I love Tim. Loyalty to someone or something. Talking about marriage, we talk about our vows. When you take those sacred vows, those vows are all about commitment to one another. It's sacred. The wedding ceremony itself is sacred. Committed of by St. Paul. At a little old wedding when he turned water into wine. And it's honorable not to be taken any kind of way, but reverently, discreetly. We take those sacred vows when we get married. For better or worse. Wrote it for 15 years. 58 years, for better or worse. Rich or poor, sickness and health. Look at that young couple. They just got married. But you take those vows, those are lifetime. And what I tell couples when I counsel with them, man gives you the authority to tell you can get married, but God is the one who put you together. And what God put together, nobody can break that up. When God does it. The thing is, some of these marriages, the Lord don't have nothing to do with it. You marrying folk for the wrong reason. For the wrong reason. There's no loyalty, there's no dedication, there's no commitment. There's no God in it. Because if God is in it, you'll stay in it. And don't believe that old stuff. If he beat on me, that means he loved me. That don't mean that. That just means he beating on you, you need to get out of there.
That don't make sense.
He'll love you, he won't beat you. Loyalty, dedication, commitment, for better or worse, rich or poor, sickness and health. So many times we get married, we're in a relationship, when times get bad, that's it. Are we married for beauty? Not for the right reason. But you got to be committed and dedicated, Lord. But as Christians, when we talk about commitment, when we talk about dedication, when we talk about loyalty, our mind has to be on the Lord. As Christians, it all should be about the Lord. He's got to be first in your life. Before that's James and Rhoda, the Lord had to be first. Anytime the Lord is not the centerpiece of the relationship, you don't have a relationship. So your first loyalty, your first dedication, your first commitment got to be to the Lord. That's one of the reasons we're here tonight. That's the reason you come on Sundays. Your dedication to the Lord. If we can do everything else, well, I'll be able to get the Lord 1 hour of our time. There are some churches still ain't opened up yet because of the pandemic. Believe it or not, there are some churches that have not opened up because they said the pandemic. There are some churches you go to, they still wearing all kind of masks, all kind of goggles, taking all kind of... But some of those same members, when they leave there, they go to their jobs, they go everywhere else they want to go. Well, I'm comfortable at home now, Pastor Gay. I can hear the word from right where I'm at. You can. But the Bible says, forsake not the assembly. Iron sharpens iron. What y'all calling me for? Huh? Y'all come and fix it. Y'all messed it up. Iron sharpens iron. Iron sharpens iron. I don't fuss no more about when people don't come back to the sanctuary. I don't do that. Right? I don't do that. Because that's between them and their God. I don't do that. I'm not going to do that. That's between them and their God. But for God to allow you to wake up every day and start you on your way, and you can't even come out here and just give him a few minutes of your time and of your service. The Lord has to be first in our lives. The scriptures say, seek ye first. Seek ye first. Yeah, I know my slides. I know them by heart. There it is right there. Huh? I did my homework. I know what my slides say. Seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness. Whatever you want to do in life, if you want to succeed, put God first in your life. Put God first. Whatever you want to do in life, if you want to succeed, put God first in your life. The Lord don't mind us having anything. He just want to be first. He don't mind us having anything, just put him first. And we live in a world today where it's so easy to try to put the Lord somewhere other than first in our life. So many distractions in this world. But put him first. Click the next slide to the bell. It's all got to be our dedication to the Lord. Dedication is a choice. You don't have to be dedicated. Rhoda and Jane didn't have to be dedicated for those 58 years. They didn't have to be. It's a choice. Your dedication to the Lord is a choice. But I decided to make Jesus my choice. And the Lord expects you to be dedicated. He expects that. The Lord expects all of our dedication. He expects all our loyalty. Why does he expect? Because he's so good to us. He expects it because he's so good to us. He does so much for us. So much. And all he wants to do is give him some respect. Aretha Franklin, somebody used to sing that song. Was it Aretha Franklin? They wouldn't respect yourself, Jerry. What's it? Wouldn't respect? All I need you to do is give me what? Jerry? If you're going to be dedicated to somebody, I mentioned you got to want to do it. That's the first thing. You got to want to do it. And when you want to do something, you're going to be good at it. A liar is good at lying. Pastor Long used to always say, you ain't got to tell a man he a lie. He already know it. You ain't got to tell him he a lie. Anything you love doing, you dedicated to doing, you're going to be good at it. Well, Fred, you see that up on screen, don't you? Huh? You a big Miami fan, wasn't you, Fred? The Joker. All the basketball players, but that's the Joker. The Denver Nuggets. He's good. I don't care nobody say he's good. You got to get credit where credit is due. Whatever you love, you're good at it. Read their Atlanta, people know they run some group homes. They good at it. They've been doing it a long time. They good at it. What you love doing, you good at it. I would say one of y'all could cook over here, and you good at it. You can cook. You can cook. You can cook, and you good at it too. You good at it. Ben said he good at playing chess. Him and Bernard. They good at it. Tish can sing, Jennifer can sing, Doreen, they good at it. They love doing it. What you love doing, you're really good at it. Love it. You want to do it. when it comes to the Lord and your dedication, your loyalty, your commitment, you either with him or you against him. That's what he said. That's what he told those disciples and the Pharisees. You either with me or you against me. There's no middle ground with the Lord. You either love him or you don't. And no, I kind of love the Lord. And he heard my cry. He said, I love the Lord. You either love him or that's when I love that song they be singing. What's the name of that song? I love the Lord. What is it? Huh? I really love it. I love that song. I really love the Lord. I could just sing that song. I love that song. Because I really love him. I don't know about you, but I really love him. Kenneth, I love him. And that song means something to me. He knows my heart. You see, I'm going to tell you something about David. David did a lot of wrong things in the Bible. He was a murderer, an adulterer. He did a lot of wrong things. But guess what the Lord said? He's a man after my own heart. Because he knew the heart of David. And David had a repentant heart. The Lord ain't looking at the outside. He ain't just looking at what you are right now. He's looking at what you can be and what you will be when he wash you up and clean you up. He's looking at your heart. You can wave your hands and shout all day long, but if your heart ain't right, your heart you got to have a heart for God. And how you have a heart for God, you got to have a heart for God's people. I said it's Sunday. The Lord is not going to come down here and walk the halls of DCH. He's not going to do that. He ain't going to do that. Why are you going to send the Lord to go walk down the halls, and why are you going to send the Lord to the nursing home to feed somebody and send the Lord over there and you sitting down watching TV? You sending him all over the place. You ain't going nowhere. The only hands and legs that the Lord has are yours. Yours. David had a heart for God. Yeah, he did a lot of things wrong, but guess what? All of us do a lot of things wrong. Everybody, all of us do. All of us do some things wrong. But the Lord knows your heart. And I'm glad about that. I'm glad about that. You read the book of Kings and Samuel, you read about the life of David, but when you get to the great Chronicle, the Chronicle didn't even mention nothing about the sins of David. He knows his heart. He knows your heart. If you have a heart that's dedicated, do you love the Lord? Are you committed to him? Are you dedicated to him? Oh, I look at the outside, but God gonna look at the inside of your heart. It's all the way, there's no way at all. All the way or no way. That's where the Lord got it. All the way. You can't, James and Rhoda can't be married for 58 years, and when time get bad, James go one way and Rhoda go another way. They got to work it out. When times are good, but they got to stick together as a couple when times are bad. A lot of things we go through is just temptation and trials. Lord want to know your heart. No part-time jobs with the Lord? There's none. I'm going to go to church this Sunday. I'm going to help somebody today. But Pastor, I don't do no wrong. I just sit in the house all day. I just sit here. Doing nothing, you sinning. You can sin by doing absolutely, positively nothing. Just because you ain't doing it don't make you ain't sinning. The great parable of the Good Samaritan. They say, y'all saying I'm cutting this off? Well, I don't need it no way. The great parable of the great Samaritan. The priest, the church member. The Levite, the church member. All passed the man by. Coming from the temple. Look, kept going. But the Samaritan. And he wasn't good because he was a Samaritan. There was a lot of Samaritans wasn't good. He was good because of what he did. Nowhere in the parable do we call him a good Samaritan. They just say a Samaritan came along. You good because of not who you are, where you live. You good because of what you do. And he was a good Samaritan. With the Lord, you go all the way or nowhere at all. Click it, Grant. You with him or against him? A sincere commitment to the Lord, no temp service. No temp service. You get temporary employment anywhere, but not with the Lord. I remember right before the pandemic, when during the pandemic, when we preached for Empty Sanctuary, me and Jennifer was here. Folks were saying, Pastor, when the door make up, I'm going to break it down. And some of them ain't set foot in the church. And they want to break it down. Max Weber, they ain't got here yet. I don't understand, though, I don't understand really how the Lord, none of us had ever experienced anything called a pandemic in our life. And when you see that many people dying all around you, and so many of us, so many of you caught COVID, and the Lord brought you through, so many folks watching us today had COVID, and the Lord brought you, how in the world can you not get up out of your bed? I don't understand that. Miriam, I don't understand it. Hundreds of thousands of people died. How you can get so comfortable? But I often say, don't take a pandemic to take you out of here. You don't take a pandemic. All of us probably had COVID. I never was officially diagnosed with it, but I know I had it. Ain't no way I can work around all them folks. Everybody in my office had COVID. All my friends had COVID. Ain't no way I went without having no COVID. I just wasn't tested at the right time. But I'm sure I had it probably more than one time. I didn't know that. But the Lord. But God. But God. Lord, I'm going to follow you. I'm going to break the door down, Pastor Gay. I'm going to break it down. I want to be on the front row when the church open back up. I'm going to be there. I promise you, Pastor. I'm going to go with you all the way. I ain't seen them. And you ain't been paying no money. Kenny. I'm going to follow you wherever you may go, Lord. In that whole episode, going home, saying goodbye, going home, burying the dead. Foxes have holes and birds have nests. That whole episode was about one thing, was about commitment. It was about dedication to the Lord. All of them had some excuses. Putting the Lord on hold. Going and do something else. And then I get back with you, Lord. I'm going home and bury the dead, I get back with you. I'm going back home and say, fare you well, I get back with you. How do we put the Lord on hold? Seek ye first. How can we go through our day and our week and never get the Lord in the quiet time? We talk about commitment. We talk about dedication. How can you go all week long? Think about just in a day how much you're on the telephone, on your cell phone, everybody. But you can't get the Lord just a few minutes a week, just you and the Lord. Think about that. You can talk to your friends all day long on the phone for hours. But you can't get the Lord just a few minutes, just me time. We're talking about commitment. We're talking about dedication. We're talking about loyalty. The one to take care of you. The one that watch over you while you slumber and sleep at night. How can you not be committed? Just a few minutes. If you can't do it a day a week, some of us never have no quiet time with the Lord. Never. Just me and you, Lord. Without the phone, without the TV being on, just you and the Lord. Just talking to him. He'll talk back to you. Through a small, still voice. If Jesus had to steal away to be with his Father all night long, if Jesus had to do it, he got from around them disciples something. He loved them. He got from around them. Sometimes he prayed all night long. If Jesus had to do it, steal away, what about me and you? Even the disciples realized there was something special about that man. Not only could he walk on the water and heal the sick and give sight to the blind, but something else special about him. His prayer life, his time he spent with the Lord. Teach us to pray. Commitment, dedication. You'll be surprised what's going to happen in your life when you start giving the Lord just a little time. Because a little time, you're going to want to give him some more time. The more time you give him, the more time you're going to want to give him.
Amen. Amen.
And then you'll begin to feel yourself getting stronger and stronger. A little time with the Lord. Me and the Lord. I don't have to be with Flora 24/7 when I'm with me time. Flora tell you when I go into the war room, Flora don't bother me. She'll tell you, she was here. That's me time. I don't be answering no phone. I don't have the TV on. I got a TV in the war room. I don't watch no TV. I don't have no radio on. That's me time. I need to talk to the Lord, and I want him to talk back to me. I need some me time with the Lord to give me some instructions to tell me what I need to do. You grow stronger. Dedication, commitment to the Lord. And we make all kind of New Year's resolutions. Come on, Jennifer, I'm going to get out of here. But on that top 10 list, our dedication to the Lord is never on the top 10 list. It's never. It's never on the list. But that's all right. We ain't got to worry about no list. I found out that the more Scofield I'm with him, the more I want to be with him. Because when I am weak, that's when he make me strong. And I'm going to tell you right now, the world in which we live, so many things can happen. I'm going to be faithful to him. I'm going to be dedicated to him. And I'm going to give him some time. Because all of it belongs to the Lord. Marge, I'm going to give it to him. I'm going to give it to him. I'm going to give it to him because I love him. And he loves me back. The Lord loves me. He loves some Pastor Gay. I already know that. If you want to see a blessed child, you looking at him. If you want to see a blessed child right here, she'll already know that. And I recognize him for that. I recognize him. And the older I get, the closer I want to get to him. I'm out of here after this now. I say, Evelyn, I say it all the time, but it don't take much for me to shout no more. It don't take a lot for me to shout no more, Fred. It used to take a lot a long time ago. It don't take a lot no more. Come on, Jennifer. Come on, Jennifer.
They said I wouldn't make it. They said I wouldn't be here today. They said I'd never amount to anything. But I'm glad to say that I'm on my way. Yeah. And I'm growing more each day. There were many who started out with me. Oh, but today they're gone astray. But I'm still holding on to his hand. You see, when I was young, I gave God my hand, and I told him to lead the way. Though the road has been rough and the going gets mighty tough, I'm not going nowhere. I'm right here to stay. Although I've been talked about, and God knows I've been criticized, I had to wipe many tears from my eyes, but I'm still holding on. I'm still holding on. I'm still holding on to his hand. Oh, and I'm still holding on. Yes, I'm still in his holy plan. Right now, I'm still holding on. Yes, I'm down for the promised land, and I'll never let go of his hand. Of his of God's hand. I'ma keep on holding on now. I'll never let go. His hand.
Amen. Amen. Let me extend the invitation right quick. Do we have anyone tonight want to give their life to the Lord? Anyone in here tonight? Would you like to give your life to the Lord? Anyone? Anybody looking for a church home tonight? Thank you. Thank you. Anybody? Where Letitia? He gone? Tisha gone? Come on back up here, girl. Give us a time. Say one more little pause. One more time. Come on. Anybody else? Anybody want to give their life to the Lord tonight? Anybody looking for a church home? This is your opportunity. Let us stand, y'all. Heavenly Father, thank you again for this night and all that many of his blessings. Give us traveling grace as we leave this place but never out of our presence. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Come on, girl.
I'll never let go.
Come on.
His hand, of his hand, I'm yet holding on. I'll never let go of his hand. His hand, I've come too far now. I never let go.